Hey everybody, this is Peter with Plumbing Express. Just some more tips for your home and its plumbing. So today we're talking about water heater maintenance. Why is that important? So often I hear people talk about the fact of, hey, I put my tank water heater in, I'm done with it, right? It's going to live, it's going to die, I don't need to worry about it between those two times. And the fact of the matter is you can do that, but you can also take your car and run it and never change the oil and see how far it'll get you. And it's kind of the same thing. You ideally want to be taking care of that water heater because the water heater takes care of you. Your water heater is really working every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Even whenever it's not actually heating, it's still holding that hot water in there, so it's still got pressure on there. So you want to make certain you're taking care of it, so that way for the long haul, you want it to take care of you. The last thing you want is during a holiday time or sometime where you're trying to get ready, have your water heater go out and you got a cold shower. So what are some of the things that we can look at on that? Well, one is you're going to slowly lose efficiency. That's one that most people don't realize is from the time that water heater gets put in till the time eventually it's going to be taken out, it's slowly getting less efficient over time. So what starts off as maybe being, X number of dollars a month that it takes to run that is slowly increasing as the lifespan goes on because of several different things. One of them is going to be scale buildup. So on the inside of the water heater, because it's heating the water, there's going to be precipitate. So that means you're actually going to have stuff that's going to fall out. It's going to end up down at the bottom of the water heater, which is going to cause it to not heat as well. But you're also actually going to get scale buildup on the water heater elements if it is a electric water heater. And if it is a gas water heater, you're going to actually end up with that on the, not the baffles themselves, but on the actual heat chamber as it goes up through the center of the water heater. So you have to watch out for that. You do need to look at getting those drained down. Draining down the water heater is going to give you an opportunity to look at some of this stuff as well. So it's going to flush out the bottom of the water heater. It's also going to let you look and see, like, what do my elements look like? What does that look like on the inside of the water heater? And then another item that you're going to be able to look at in the time of that is going to be your anode rod. Now your anode rod is inside every tank water heater, whether it's a gas water heater or if it is an electric water heater. Most of them, probably in the 80 to 90 percentile, is going to be a traditional old metal anode rod. It's made up of several different materials depending on the water chemistry you have in your area. And what that does is it's a sacrificial rod. So just like an anode on a boat motor gives up its actual, the actual molecules of it to be able to help make certain that it is not allowing the motor to be eaten, it's the same thing with the anode rod inside of a water heater. It's giving up of itself to help fill in any problems that are going on with the heater. So whenever anode rods reach the end of their lifespan is whenever, and they're not taken care of, is usually whenever you can have an idea that that water heater is going to start wanting to leak sometime soon because it no longer has the protection of that sacrificial rod inside there. Now most water heaters, the anode rod can get changed out. Really, the only reason it couldn't be is if it was put in and it's just stripped out or it's just finally kind of welded itself in over time in place, you wouldn't be able to get it back out. There are some companies out there that will install electric anode rods. I have some friends that have companies out in Arizona, in the further west like that, and they will install these electric ones. And what those do is they are just operating a little bit of a different way, but still doing the same thing, looking to help prolong the lifespan of that water heater. And once that anode rod is gone, or you don't have your electric system plugged in or whatever that system might be that would be acting as the anode rod, you're not getting the same protection. So all these are important. They're definitely things that you want to have looked at. You want to have somebody who's plumbers coming out annually to take a look at that water heater, checking it all out, make sure it's running as efficiently as we can. But then on top of that, having it maintained also gives you the opportunity to be proactive about replacement. There are constantly new and different, more efficient ways that are coming online for us to be able to heat water for a home or even a commercial situation. By being proactive, instead of having to wait until the last minute, having to just take whatever is available, that isn't going to be the situation for you. If you're proactive, you talk to their plumber and he says, hey, I've looked at the heater, I've been watching after it for the last 5, 10, 15, 16, 17 years, depending on how long you've had it. And I think it's time for you to really consider that you need to get that water heater replaced. So with that, it allows you to be the person that's going to set the schedule. You to be the person that's going to set what type of heater you're going to end up with. Again, if it's Thanksgiving, you're going to get whatever is available that they have to put in. You're not going to get the most efficient, and you're definitely not going to get the most cost effective. Because one of the other big things that happens with being able to be proactive in replacement and you picking the time and scheduling it is it also means you're not doing it as an emergency. Emergencies usually come with a higher price tag because they're usually in a time that is harder to get to you, it's harder to get the material, that kind of stuff. So you never know with a proactive replacement as well, you may be able to look into and see, am I qualified for different types of energy bonuses? You could be qualified for tax advantages. You could be getting some type of tax credit. But you're really going to mainly know about those things if you're proactive and you're looking at ahead of the time whenever your water heater is going to be coming to the end of its lifespan, not catching it up from behind if you have to have it replaced as an emergency. So these are all great reasons why you would want to make certain that you are definitely setting yourself up for maintenance on your water heater. And also another great thing that'd be really important for you is build a relationship with a local plumber in your community. Let them partner with you to be able to make certain your house is staying at the peak efficiency and working the very best it can. Not only are they going to help you with this, but they're also going to be able to be more knowledgeable about your home and more effectively handle it whenever they come out to take care of any problems, whether that be an emergency or just regular maintenance. Again, this is Peter at Plumbing Express. Hope you enjoyed the content we have for you today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us. We look forward to catching you on the next one.